Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. That's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend and a great start to the day. It's the final day of the Olympics, and listen, I have a lot of feelings about this topic I'm going to be covering. And I calmed down a little bit. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to stay calm because I probably won't. Okay, let's get into it. There's some controversy at the Olympics, and it's centered around Jordan Chiles from the U.S. women's gymnastic team and Anna Barbosu. I'm probably mispronouncing that name, and I apologize, from Romania. And in case you haven't heard, here's what's going on, and then I'm going to give my thoughts. So, both women were competing for the individual floor exercises, and this had happened. Was it this week? Was it last week? It's gone. It's gone and done with. So everybody does their routines. We have Rebecca Andrade from Brazil in first. We have Simone Biles in second. And we had Anna Barbosu in third from Romania. Then there was another Romanian, and then there was Jordan Chiles. So the scores go up. That is the ranking. The Romanian woman, young lady, is rightfully so, is celebrating because she's thinking that she's the winner. She has her flag and everything. So the scores go up. Jordan Chiles' coach goes over to the judges and files an inquiry because Jordan Chiles at the last minute put in another discipline that would have bumped up her difficulty score. And that, as it turns out, was not reflected in her score. So her coach goes over, tells them, hey, she added this in, but the difficulty score that's on paper doesn't take into account this new discipline that was added in. They took a look at it and they agreed. And they added, I think it was like 0.1 to her score, which then put her at a 13.766, which put her into third place. So she was awarded the bronze. Now, I'm going to tell you, I felt two emotions. I felt so happy for Jordan Chiles. The reason being is because she had competed in individuals in Tokyo. She didn't get anything, and I really did want her to get something because she put in this hard work. Not to say that the other women did not, but I was kind of hoping to see that she would get something. So I was very happy for her, but I was also at the same time, I felt very sad for Anna Barbosu from the Romanian team, because here she was so happy, and then it was just taken from her. I felt terrible for her. Unlike some people in my family, I know that you can feel emotions, two different sets of emotions for two different situations. See, some of my family members that no longer talk to us don't understand that, but that's for another time and place. Okay, so immediately afterwards, the Romanians file an appeal with the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CSA. Is that CAS? So they file it, and they're saying this should be null and void because the scores were posted and then 64 seconds after the scores were posted, the Americans put in this inquiry. And you might be thinking, okay, so, well, the reason is because there is a time limit. I believe that the time limit, they had said, to file an inquiry is you have 60 seconds after the score is posted to file it. So they were 4 seconds over. So they're 4 seconds over, and the CAS, they agreed. They agreed and they said, okay, well, we're just going to return the scoring to what it was before. Romania also put in an appeal for the gymnast in 4th place because they said that she had, the judges said she stepped out, but she didn't. But video shows that she didn't. That was denied. They said she did. So everything goes back to what it was. So Andrade first, Biles second, Barbosu third, the other Romanian fourth, Jordan Chiles back to 5th. So everybody was like, is she going to have to return the medal? And the IOC had come out, the International Olympic Committee had come out and said, yes, she has to now return this medal that she has had for like a week. She's no longer in Paris. She's at home. She's done press with it. And so now, because of their error, she has to return this. And they said that she has to return it, and there is going to be a reallocation ceremony for Barbosu to get this bronze. Listen, I'm heartbroken for Jordan Chiles. Absolutely. Once again, 2 emotions. I'm heartbroken for her, and I am angered for her, because here is the thing. Listen, none of these people outside of Jordan Chiles or outside of this other gymnast is going to have to deal with any kind of repercussions, whether it be physical or mentally, okay? Both of these women are going to suffer mentally. Because from what I understand, not from what I understand, social media is a cesspool. I will say that right now. There are some good people on it, but there are a lot of bad people. And there are a lot of keyboard warriors who, because you can't see them, they have that anonymity, and they feel like that makes them able to say, they can say whatever they want to say. No one's ever going to see them, so they can say whatever they want to say. They get bold and they say things that if they were out in public, they would never say it. So there are people who are on Jordan Chiles' side, but then there's a lot of disgusting hate, from what I understand, that is going her direction, that she has to deal with giving back this medal that she worked so hard for, but she also has to deal with hate messages coming her way, which is just disgusting and a million % uncalled for. So here's my opinions on this. Okay, so first of all, her coach had to have known this. I would think would have to know the rules, that you have 60 seconds once the score is posted to file this appeal or file this inquiry. So that's number one. Number two, these judges, from what I understand, Nastia Lukin, who was an all-around gold medalist for the U.S. women's gymnastics team, from what I understand, she was going to host. She was going to do commentary for the Olympics. Which, listen, on an aside point, I'm kind of glad she didn't, because I really enjoyed Lori Hernandez doing that, and I hope she's there for Los Angeles in 2028. That aside, she said she was not going to be commentating because what the judges do is they actually go through, they learn everybody's routine, and they are judged not just like starting with the routine, but they're judged even before that. Whereas the judges get to become comfortable and aware of like maybe areas where they might have potential deductions. Like if you make a mistake continuously on this one part, then they know about that. So are you judged with what you present or what they're remembering, that they've seen over and over and over again? So the judges shit the bed on this too, because they, in my mind, they didn't go through and they didn't judge her on everything that she had presented to them. The floor exercise routine that she gave that day, they obviously didn't, because if they did, then they would have, the difficulty score would have been higher from the start. None of this would have happened. That's it. That's my number one. The judges, if they would have done their job correctly and they would have paid attention to everything that she was doing, at first, none of this would happen. And then the coaches, okay, they should have known that you have this time limit. That being said, they go in, they're 4 seconds over, okay? They're 4 seconds over. The officials know that you have 60 seconds, not 64 seconds, 60 seconds. So if she was over that time, that deadline, why didn't they say at that point, I'm sorry, you're past the time limit to make this appeal or this inquiry. I'm sorry, we can't do it. And it would have ended right then and there. And this situation would have never occurred. That's it. Period. Point blank. Everybody else outside of Jordan Chiles had fucked this up. Okay? And who has to pay for it now? Who is the one that has to, who is the one in the end that's hurt? It's not anybody. It's not any of the coaches. It's not the judge. If this should fall on anybody, this right here, this should fall on the judges and those officials. That's who it should fall on. The judges for not doing their job, and the officials for, at the time of the inquiry, not telling her, I'm sorry, but you are past the deadline to file an inquiry. That's it. Those two. Period. But now we have the Romanian who was so happy and then had it taken away from her, and she's going to be affected by that mentally. You can't tell me she's not. And Jordan Chiles, who's going to get the worst of it, because she was given this medal. She worked hard for it. She was given this medal. She's had it now for a week, and she has to give it back, and she's getting all this hate. So much so that she was like, listen, I'm heartbroken. I'm going to take some time off of social media. As well you should, because once again, I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. social media is a cesspool. Is my channel? No, because listen, I don't want any kind of like, I don't want negativity here. I mean, unless I'm telling you how shitty my week was. I don't want any negativity. That's why I don't discuss politics, and that's why I don't discuss religion. That's it. That's why I stick with like pop culture and the Olympics and eating, shopping, stuff like that. I mean, coming up, there might be something that might, I don't know, that might throw a wrench in that, but probably not, because I want this to be like a happy, fun, funny place where, you know, if you're having a shitty day, you could come over here and watch me be a goofball and you'll laugh. So, you know, so I completely agree with Jordan Chiles getting herself off of social media. But listen, Suni Lee, people are coming out and talking about this. Suni Lee is absolutely right. This is the fault of the officials and the judges. This is on the judges. And now who has to pay for it? It's so shitty. And both United States Gymnastics had come out, and Romania had come out too and said, listen, how about if they just share the bronze? And the IOC was like, no, send it back. I'm going to tell you what. I thought about this yesterday and I was like, I would send it back. I wouldn't even want to look at it. But then I saw Adam Rippon on TikTok. He had competed in the Olympics, in the Winter Olympics in figure skating. And he had said that if that was me, the only way they would get it is out of my dead hands, like my cold dead hands. Why don't they just make up another bronze? From what I understand, it's making up a bronze medal, like go out, get another piece of the Eiffel Tower and just make up another one. From what I understand, someone had said in the comments, it costs like $8 to make one. And then somebody came back and was like, it takes less than $8 to make one. It actually takes less than $5 to make one. So, listen, I feel, like I said, I feel heartbroken and angered and just angry. So, that's it. Tell me in the comments what you think about this. Like I said, I felt at the time that it happened, I felt just so sad for the Romanian, but so happy for Jordan Chiles. And now I just feel I feel heartbroken for Jordan Chiles. And I feel just angry at it because of somebody else's mistake, then this girl, this young woman has to pay. Terrible. So let me know in the comments what you think. I got my shirt on. We're going to be doing our Olympic closing ceremony food spread, breakfast buffet. So, okay, everybody. I will see you guys later for a weekly review and reset and all that good stuff. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. If nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world. Please take care of one another. Please be aware of your surroundings. Always be safe. And number 3, if you're somewhere where it's really hot, hydrate often. I will see you later. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye, guys.